inbound versus outbound marketing. What do those actually mean? They might just seem like trendy bits of marketing jargon, but they're really very useful strategies to apply to your business when you get them right.
Inbound marketing is often thought of like a magnet, a marketing strategy that draws customers in. It prides itself on being content-driven and brand-focused, aiming to support customers by helping them to solve their own problems, helping guide them towards your business's products and services as the ideal ways to solve them. Outbound marketing, on the other hand, doesn't wait for a prospect to come to you organically, and it's often considered interruptive sometimes, compared to just standing on the street with a megaphone. But if you're doing outbound right, that's a bit of an oversimplification. If inbound marketing focuses on generating leads more organically by spreading awareness and helping prospects to solve their problems, then outbound marketing focuses on creating opportunities for marketers to engage those same kinds of people in other environments, often before they've realized they have a problem. Because outbound marketing tends to target people in moments when they aren't actively looking for you, it has the difficult task of needing to grab the attention of your prospects, often stealing it from another focal point, and it has to work hard to keep it. It'll often use any number of strategies to this aim: relevance, trustworthiness, entertainment value, shareability, and maybe even deliberately being a little bit challenging or a little bit controversial. Rather than just shouting into the void, good outbound marketing takes advantage of the data that your inbound marketing campaigns have worked hard to collect to figure out the most effective ways to promote your products and services to the audiences most likely to engage in the places you're most likely to find them.
So, who should you target with outbound, and how do you figure it out? Outbound marketing performs best when it's informed by data you've sourced from your inbound campaigns, helping ensure that you focus your strategy on tactics, approaches, creative, and targeting that is most likely to generate results. And if your inbound marketing campaigns have been successful, you should have a strong pool of prospects and customers you can start to build various personas and profiles on. You may even find you have different personas for different product lines or services. Every piece of information you have about a prospect or customer can play a huge role in how effective your outbound marketing campaigns can be. Your demographic data, like location, gender, or age, is super useful at helping to target your audience, but your behavioral segmentation can be even more meaningful than demographic segmentation if you know how to use it. If you know what problem a prospect is trying to solve, how interested they are in educating themselves about possible solutions, how familiar they are with your brand or products, or how active they've been across your digital footprint, then you can use this insight to help deliver the right message to move prospects forward in their buying journey. So that's all well and good, but how do you even begin to segment based on behavior? Well, it depends a lot on the type of signals you're getting from your newly found audiences. Start with triggers like hitting multiple or key pages, or targeting returning prospects with customized messaging. Features like web personalization in Adobe Marketo Engage can be a great tool to help you customize a person's experience on your website based on demographic and behavioral insights. Start thinking about how you can combine both your demographic segmentation with your behavioral insight to create more custom segments. AI technologies can help combine this data to generate smart segmentation units that are responsive to changing behavior. They are capable of tracking more than just what happened, providing insight on the when, how frequent, on what devices, and so much more, allowing you to predict more accurately when a prospect is ready to engage with your brand.
There are many channels that fall under the outbound umbrella, and today we're going to focus on two in particular. Display networks and social advertising tools are two channels that do fall squarely in the outbound bucket, and they help businesses connect with new audiences in some surprisingly effective ways. These tools allow you to create opportunities to expand your outbound marketing efforts to a wider audience by uploading your existing customer profiles and creating like audiences. Groups of people who look like your existing customers, people who have common features, common interests, and common behaviour. The idea being, your product appeals to a certain type of person, and that if these tools can help identify people that have similar traits, then perhaps those audiences might also have another shared interest: you. While social advertising platforms can help you find and create new audiences, display networks can be great tools for helping you bring audiences back to purchase. Getting visitors to your website can be an expensive exercise, especially when the number who convert on first visit can be low. Display networks, such as Google Display Network, can allow businesses to create campaigns that identify people who have already visited key pages, so targeted ads can help bring them back to make a purchase. These strategies are often referred to as retargeting campaigns and can work really well when paired with an impactful combination of both outbound and inbound marketing campaigns to help draw prospects back to your website. So, what can you do to help make sure these channels work for you? Take advantage of insights you've gleaned from your inbound marketing tactics. Utilize past performance, personas, and segmentation insights to help define individual outbound campaign strategies that are likely to perform well for your business. Remember that timing matters, as does frequency, especially with retargeting. You don't want your prospects to feel stalked, but you also don't want to completely miss the window of opportunity. Be clear on your campaign objective. Are you building brand awareness? Product awareness? Are you trying to generate a particular action or outcome? Make this the foundational cornerstone that your entire campaign is built around. And keep your objective in mind when you're analyzing campaign performance too. Make sure that your measure of success is relevant to the campaign's objective, and that any cross-campaign analysis compares apples to apples. Just like you can't judge a fish on its ability to climb a tree, judging an outbound campaign on a metric it was never designed to drive towards will really show positive results.
If personalization is key to engaging an audience, how personal should personalization get? When customizing the messaging for your outbound marketing campaigns, it's unlikely you'll have a lot of demographic information on your prospects, but that doesn't mean your messaging has to be generic. Behavioral insight can help you with ensuring your messaging can be customized and personalized if you know things like what problem your prospect is trying to solve, what content they've engaged with, what products they've added to their cart, or whether they're returning prospects. If a prospect has shown buying intent on a specific range of products, this is where dynamic content can help make your outbound marketing more relevant by showing content themed around that range. If a prospect's behavior can reliably indicate their goals or aspirations, show you understand them by highlighting more content that reflects that back to them. With content retargeting functionality built into outbound marketing technologies, you're in a great position to start crafting content that helps to highlight low stock numbers or limited time offers to bring prospects back. The one thing we want to avoid, however, is looking like we pay too much attention. We do want to get personal, but we don't want to come across like a creep. Show what you know about a customer only when they would expect you to know, and be sure to throw in a wild card or two to show them that you pay attention, just not too much attention.
Outbound marketing is all about testing everything and testing often. And while that notion is absolutely something that can be applied to everything in digital marketing, it's especially useful when reviewing your outbound marketing efforts. Your engagement metrics, like click-through rate or impressions, are really useful at understanding what kind of traffic your outbound marketing efforts are driving, but they're useless if the audiences they're driving to your brand just aren't taking action. Expand your reporting by including your conversion metrics, and this will allow you to start seeing how your outbound marketing efforts are helping to drive revenue or sales opportunities. Once you've started to understand how your new audiences are engaging or not engaging if that's the case, it's time to start mixing up your messaging, channels, and campaign activity to start testing different variables. A/B testing is an evidence-based way of selecting the right approach for your audiences. It's an incredibly effective way of iterating your marketing efforts, but it can add complexity to your campaigns. Interpreting the results is a skill that can take some time to develop, but it's important to make sure you don't fall prey to the biggest mistake marketers make in this area: not considering statistical significance. Statistical significance is a way of effectively establishing whether one thing performed better than another because it is genuinely better, or whether it simply performed better by chance. If you're making important decisions about your marketing strategies without confirming that the results informing those decisions are statistically significant, then you're rolling a dice, and there's no way of knowing whether the next roll will be a nat 20 or a nat 1. A/B testing calculators can help process the results from your tests to identify whether or not your results are statistically significant, making the interpretation process a lot easier. Other technologies like optimising can help manage your tests across landing pages to ensure you're seeing the results you want to see as you iterate. One thing to keep in mind is that the effects of small improvements multiply over time. Improving your engagement rates across campaigns or channels by something as small as 10% will continue to work together to have a multiplying effect, increasing your overall audience size and your revenue.
As consumer behaviour changes, a good outbound marketing solution will be one that is continually improving and responding to changing needs and new capabilities. If you're looking to accelerate your growth and stay ahead of the competition, then it pays to focus on how your outbound marketing efforts impact your wider marketing strategies and your business. Start by looking at how the information you're using to support your outbound marketing campaigns is used. What other marketing campaigns are utilising the data you're capturing? Are the sales and support teams using this insight? And if so, how? No matter how your organisation uses this information, it means your solution should aim to support a much wider range of business activities. Think more than just your outbound marketing.
Outbound marketing is a fantastic way to start identifying new audiences so that you can start showing them all the cool stuff you do as a business.
It's an important marketing tactic that allows you to start scaling both your marketing efforts as well as your business.
From finding new audiences to testing and reiterating, we hope that this gives you some more insight on how outbound marketing tactics can be used to add a lot of value to your business.